you get to see Cypher's next mode of attack. You thought guys on
Even though I've seen the game before and I kind of already know what's gonna happen,
no, no, no,
but
no, no. Maybe you
it's fun.
forgot.
It's fun.
Maybe you forgot what Cypher does next. You know, you thought guys on motorcycles with rocket jets were great. This is actually pretty smart. You got green soldiers, which you know they're serious because they're a different color from the other ones we've been facing, like the red and blue ones. They're green, and they're flying mechas.
Oh, that is the stupidest looking flying mech I've ever seen.
Totally looks like the ones from like Ghost in the Shell, just smaller.
No, I don't like them.
You're just
It does not. It does not look like a Tashkoma. What the hell are you talking about?
a ripped off version.
Not even close.
Okay, okay,
Tashkomas are their own entity. They move by themselves. They're
okay.
basically tanks.
Anyways, this green grass is pretty serial. They break some glass, and look, I run into them, and it's like I disappear.
You just went enter the desk. You're like, fuck this.
So now we have to fight four of them, right? So, and they all give XP, and I can't soak XP, right? So this is the strat here. Oh, good, and they hit slow and selfie, like literally the worst RNG ever. So, yeah, just keep waiting. Just gameplay right here. Good, he hit him. Can't believe they put slow and selfie. Like out of all the people, and that too. Great. Now Sophie's in range of getting a one hit. Yeah, I haven't even attacked with her yet. Yeah, so I had to keep pressing A here, Andy, playing slots, RNG, and I want to get the spell break, which turns them to stone, Andy. And if all of them turn into stone, you don't get XP.
Oh,
Now, I know what you're thinking. We That's really risky, right? Because you see they hit pretty hard, right? 79, and there's four of them. So what you have to do before that, if you don't see any breaks, Andy, is cycle between silence and blind. And by the way, when I cast any of these spells, I can't choose who I target. Like if I cast like three silences, they could all just go on the same person three times, and I have no control over that. So I had to
that's
keep doing this constantly, and just hope I get what I'm looking for. And at any moment, like Sophie could just die if she gets hit, which is worrisome.
this is when the frustration's gonna start to ensue.
Ugh, where the hell are the spells? We're looking for blind, really, or break, or like we could actually die here. Oh, and I hit X over it, so I can't go back either. Damn. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. We found two breaks. It was worth it. And by the way, if Sophie dies, that's a game over because I can't revive her. So.
Oh, of course, yeah. This is pretty hardcore, dude.
Oh yeah. By the way, they can resist all these status effects too.
Yeah, didn't you say you had to do this with some other enemy a while back?
Yeah, it was in part nine, but there was only two guys though, right? So the odds of hitting, you know, both of them, and plus they were crappy blue soldiers, right? They weren't the green ones. The crappy blue ones hit for like what 14 damage each. All right, I'm playing safe here. I'm gonna full heal here.
Why is green like the MVP color anyway?
I don't,
Oh,
cause you never fight them. This is like the only time you fight them.
I know, but I just don't know why the choice in color or what they're.
Cause, uh. So yeah, I'm full healing here just in case to hit Selfie, right, as a safety. Right, cause I already got half the job done, right? It'd be really sucky to lose that. Like, I'd be pretty mad. Yeah, see, look, they were about to hit her, so she would have died right there. The run would have been over. She got hit there. So, oh, by the way, Andy, you know the ones that are turned to stone, they still count as a unit because they're not dead. By the way. So, if I cast, two breaks again, it could just go on, one of the guys that are, just turned into stone right now. Gameplay. Dang, I just went over the blind too. Sucks. Okay, 3 blinds, that's better. So, for this blind, we're looking for the one to hit on the far left at least, because he doesn't have any silence or blind. Oh, good. Do you see that? Oh, wait, no. Oh, 2 went on that guy. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the guy on the far right, Andy's blind and silent, so he can never use magic again, but his hit chance is still like 10%, so he could still hit. So you can imagine, like, if Sophie's like in KO range, like if they ever go target on her, she could just drop still, because they might, not miss. Yeah, this is it right here, man. uh, and you gotta, heal sometimes, because you don't want to lose it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yep. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted.
That's all right. Do you need more? This is it.
There doesn't seem to be much to commentate on, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, no. Oh god, I went over the blinds again.
I got no stories to tell.
I'm just looking for break and blind, and I went over blind again.
That's a really fancy monitor up there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Pretty fancy. And I just want to point out. All right, so I understand, it's a game and it has to, and wanted to make like a battle, a royale that was themed to the area that you engage the enemy in. But I don't know if you noticed, but this is the same office that you get engaged in. But what happened to all the desks, chairs, and everything that was
Oh
inside?
god.
They just they were like, hold on, before we fight, everyone go around the room and push the desks and chairs just away from the middle of the floor. We want to have an appropriate battle arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
guess
Oh god. We might
no,
die.
nothing. Alright.
I have to full heal again because Selfie's in KO range, so. Hmm. And we made no progress. And this is the fight. And then we have to, lower her down again. Luckily though, I can skip like Cockard's and Irvine's turn by just making them auto attack the stone guys. So that's good. Gotta make sure I don't hit, not the stone guys though. I guess that's good enough. So yeah, you can imagine, I got pretty lucky on that first break, Andy. But it can literally take 10 minutes. 10 minutes just to get a break. Funny, huh?
Yeah, seems like you're gonna be here a while. I'm still a little bit still laughing inside about the office thing. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny how they were like, let's go around the room and clear up the whole entire
Yeah.
floor.
And then after the fight's over, all right. We're flashing back into the game, let's put those things back.
All right, everyone. I know you
Okay,
guys
you
are
saw that?
frustrated.
I put blind on him, and he resisted it.
Yeah, welcome to games and RNG.
Yeah, so they can resist the break too. It's like a lot lower, but it's still possibility.
A bunch of assholes.
The worst feeling ever, Andy, is like when you like hit X over break, but you see it as soon as you're hitting like X. That's happened a few times to me. Pretty salt. Okay, don't resist this time. Oh, look, he resisted. Oh, wait, no, 2 went on him. Okay, that's good. So, we shouldn't be in any danger, really, because... But, just for safety's sake, I'll try to silence him, too. Because that way they can't lower my HP with the demi spell, which is a percent attack. Because at least in this picture, right? Say like one of them does hit Selfie, then I have a chance to, because she can take 2 hits from here, right? It gives me a buffer. It's good to have a buffer. All right, so we're we're almost done. I just gotta keep looking through this all these spells, Andy, till I see break, and then hopefully it hits. Oh my god, it was right there! Did you see that? I X'd over it, Andy. I X'd over it. I literally just talked about that happening, and it is the worst feeling ever. Because now we have to be here longer. How do you feel?
I feel like this entire fight is just insane.
Well, normally you would just kill them.
I know, but challenge and all that.
Or,
How do I feel about it? I feel about it's the nature of the challenge. That's how I feel about it. You gotta brace yourself for bullshit.
in the other run where I was allowed to not level still, but I could use GFs, which is just this challenge minus the no GFs. You can just target them with break. You can just get the spell, which is way less RNG and takes like a minute.
Shit.
God, I'm so mad that I like moused over 2 breaks. I mean, knowing my luck, Andy would have just hit like the guys that are already turned to stone. Knowing my luck, Andy, the ones that are stoned will still give me XP just because I've been like hitting them. I'd be pretty mad. I don't actually know if you don't get XP for that. I was just assuming because I'm hitting them for 0. Like if you mash, you get closer to break, right? But then like you saw what I did. I missed it because I was mashing. Try to keep an eye on if Selfie gets hit, because I might not be paying complete attention. Because if she gets hit, we're gonna need to heal, so.
We got a lot of freaking blizzards.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of blizzards and thunders and fires and cures and blinds and. But, yeah. The odds of getting break are probably as rare as getting, like, meltdown. Or, like, anything else.
We all know that it's not as rare as shuffling a deck back into perfect form.
That's true.
Like the probability of that, people. I mean, I'm still trying to do it, and I've been doing it since I was freaking 13.
It's like 52 times 51 to start out for probabilities, and then you times that by 50 again, and then. Like we might not see.
Probably impossible.
Like we might not see another break, Andy, for like I said, for another 10 minutes. Like that was our 10 minutes of doing this wasted.
Oh, I saw a haste.
Like nothing can increase the chances here, except maybe making Sophie's HP going lower. But if that would only increase like better spells like Meteor. I'm pretty sure. We don't want Meteor. We want Break, which is like just there. So look, there was an ultimate. Yeah, that was like the best spell in the game.
She dodged it.
Yeah, that's gonna happen a lot. If you see her HP change from 3 1s, then we're in trouble. I mean, I'm constantly watching it, but I'm also, pressing X over and over again. And in the other run when I was doing this, I didn't care about XP because I was gonna max to level 100 anyway. So you just kill them. But then in this scenario, it's like, oh well, selfie can sometimes turn them to the stone. It's like really rare, and you gotta press X a lot, but it can happen. And you can completely lock them out from killing you by cycling through silences and blinds too. And you can't target any of these spells, of course. You have to just hope they hit. Because if they don't hit, then oopsie doops.
Oopsie doops.
That's another 10 minutes right there, Andy. I swear, if I pass it up again, I'm gonna be really mad. I know, like I haven't seen another one because I generally see all the spells I'm cycling over. You know what would be the worst thing ever? We get down to one guy, he somehow kills Selfie. The worst feeling. Right there. Oh my god. A good tactic is to count to 50 as you cycle, and after 50 counts, which is one for each cycle of do-over, if you don't get it, then you have to just close it and reopen the menu again. Because she has oh, okay, that's good. I got it. Okay, pray, Andy, pray. It hits both of them, far left and far right. Oh, good. It hit the same guy twice. That was already turned to stone.
You're welcome. You can stay as long as you like. You're welcome.
Oh, fuck. That was like our one break every however long. No pun intended. Yeah, she has I think 12 different pages of 6 spells that she could get, and I don't know how many if each like what's the random string of characters she picks from or whatever. But I mean, as you can see, it's pretty unlikely that
Yeah, it seems so. I'd say probably one in 50. You know.
Yeah, my exaggeration of one break every 10 minutes is absolutely not wrong.
Yeah, it seems about the likelihood. I think I actually am more likely of drawing an ace of spades off the top card of my deck of cards than you getting yeah, freaking break.
Yeah, the worst thing is we're actually talking. If it was just me doing this, I'd just speed it up with some filler music after the opening, and it'd be
Well, personally, I don't like to speak breaking the wall here or talking about the recording while you're recording, but I'm just gonna say it's probably a good idea to make this up in 2 parts.
oh yeah,
It's
I'll
kind
I'll
of long.
spl- I'll split this up into 2 parts for sure. But I don't know if I'll skip over this great commentary of that computer.
Uh,
But don't forget, Eddie. Some of the desks are still there, so they
yeah.
just.
Well, the thing is, not only did they clean it up and clean up the room so they could have room to fight before they fought, it looks like they moved them out of the room. So not only did they move them, but they actually relocated them.
No.
So I just think it's funny because the enemies break into the window. You're like, all right, everyone, stop, go around the room. All right, take it into the assembly. It's the other room around the hallway.
Next to the hot dogs.
Right next to the hot dogs. But don't touch the hot dogs because I want to save them for later.
Yeah.
And then one of the guards' name is
Oh.
Tom.
Ooh.
Tom is like, guys, why don't we just kill them? We're here to kill them. No, we gotta make room. It's only fair. Presentation is key. Presentation is key. Anyway.
It's also funny. I think that's why the fade out of the fight music was starting, right? And it went all blacked out. That's when they were moving everything.
Alright, it's like everyone on set.
Yeah. And then when we finish this fight, it'll be like everyone offset.
That they're not really dead.
Well, they're not. I just turned them to stone. You can cure that with some soft drops. See, look, that guy hit. He hit Irvine. See, they can still hit. I wasn't lying. Oh my god, Andy. I can't believe I cycled over one break already, right? And then this third break, it hit the same guy twice. It could have just pitted me, right? And just hit like the other guy too. No, it just had to hit the one guy twice. 25% chance, no, 50% chance that I have two chances they'll hit one of the other guys that matters, right? But no, 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 no. Would not grace me with this, locking one guy down. You want to know the best part, Andy? Like, when I finally do get a break off, it's probably only gonna hit one guy, and then gonna be honest, we'll probably be here for at least three more break casts, probably. Like RNG speaking. Like I could say like the next one will hit one guy, and then the second one will hit no one, and then the third one might hit the last guy. Or not, who knows?
I still wonder how Paul Tokyo's doing this.
Cause he said he wanted to see me play Final Fantasy VIII, and I asked him, do you want me to do a pussy run, which is like playing the game correctly? Do you want me to like do
Well,
a
of
hard
course,
run?
you should have like crafted your words better. Of course, he was gonna say the hardest thing. That's what Paul's all about. He's all about challenge.
Well,
He plays Dark Souls, for fuck's sake.
I mean, but I showed you the final boss. Like, if I
I know,
played
I've
the.
seen it. This isn't a treat for me. I'm just here to help you out and give you some commentary and chill
Eh,
out with you.
No, no, no. I mean,
I feel like
I
it's
mean,
painful.
no, I mean, you showed me. I showed you the final boss game, like done correctly.
Oh, yeah,
It took one limit break each phase. Like, yeah. By the way, if I was at level 100, the outcome, Andy, would be basically like a few more limit breaks, Andy, and then the boss would be doing absolutely no damage to me. So you'd be hitting like as hard as those blue soldiers do.
I believe it.
Also, you know that one attack, the shockwave pulsar attack that like kills people. I could make that heal me, too.
Well, I believe it's like, yeah, the game's easy if you play it right.
Honestly,
It only has eight. What?
this game is kind of actually hard if you don't know like what you're doing for like junctioning and stuff. Go on about your comment. What were you gonna say? You, you were gonna say something and then I interrupted you. Now I feel like Andy died. You dead? Hmm?
I'm back.
Okay, you're back.
I'm a coming.
I do notice Break, I think, is generally near, like, Bizarro's. Not Blizzard, Blizzaro, which is the second stage. Oh yeah, I have to make sure I don't cast any other spells, Andy, that, like, would do damage. Because, like, if they hit them, even if you turn them to stone, Andy, you still get the XP for hitting them. So, yeah. So you were gonna say something, and then I, like, interrupted you. What were you gonna say?
I think I lost track.
I was talking about how the game would be really easy, and then you were gonna say something, and then I like got into more details about that.
I lost track what I was gonna say.
Okay,
This is why I don't do podcasts.
it's probably just the same thing as I was gonna say. I mean, when I first played this game, Andy, it was pretty hard.
Oh, I remember now. I was gonna comment on the fact that Final Fantasy has been kind of renowned to be an easier Final Fantasy. So
Oh, is that so?
I don't know if that's true, but to do it normally, of course. But yeah,
I mean, if you don't know, like, if you know, drawing magic is actually the worst way to get magic. You need to play the card game or like kill things and refine the
I actually
items.
could be wrong. I don't know. I'm speaking out of my ass. I'm speaking only from finding out, talking amongst like a couple of friends and randomly searching it up on like the internet. Like it's. Like, let me do it right now. Actually, let me see if I can confirm my point. Is
As Chris said, all Final Fantasy games are just a grind fest. The more you grind, the easier it gets. And he's not exactly wrong. With enough grinding, Final Fantasy 8 can be pretty easy, but then I feel like that could be said about any game really, except like Dark Souls, I guess.
yeah. Honestly, yeah. That's exactly what these people are saying. It's like it depends. Like Final Fantasy 8 could be the easiest or the hardest. Yeah, like you're pretty much demonstrating it being the hardest right now.
Well, like okay, the way
Anyway, what? Go on.
you can finish. I got my thought. I can hold it.
No, go on, go on.
Okay, like the way speedrunners run this is they cheese the system right by not leveling up as much because bosses don't scale to your level generally, and maybe they're like a few levels higher or whatever, right? And like they play the card game to get like um the Quistis card, which turns into triples, which is like the third best strength junction in the game, which is your auto attacks and your limit breaks damage. And you can get that in disc one. And you can have a guy hitting like a truck in disc one, right? So before you do that, you kill some water creatures and refine their fins into water, which is a cheap, like okay strength junction. Basically, like doubles your strength from your initial strength, and I'll get you like through the first like the duck boss, from the first time I played this game earlier. It'll get you through the duck boss, and then you switch to the triple. I mean, and then that's just how they beat the game. They like one shot all the bosses like in one limit break, pretty much. And then, yeah,
Oh, okay. What I was gonna say is, I was just gonna say, just upon actually looking it up just now, it's up for debate. Apparently, people argue about whether or not Final Fantasy 8 is easier than the rest, or 7 is harder than 8, or 9 is harder than both. It's a debate, so it's really just a matter of an opinion. I'd say they're all about the same.
I mean, if you see like the last boss fight I did, part 36, I mean, I got good RNG, and the dog did the moon, right? But then I had the skills with oh god, I got hit. I gotta heal now. I got the good skills with the Zell, so I was able to one cycle the bosses in a duel. And that's me knowing mechanics, knowing that they're affected by percent attacks. And then that's my skill being able to put inputs in, between 50 seconds to like 15 seconds. I mean, sure, I got, the best RNG got 12-second duels, but still. I mean, like I said, the Zell is all skill, aside from getting his timers, that's RNG. But, I've memorized all the patterns, and I know the combos, and I can input them pretty quick. I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm the great. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm the greatest. The only way I could test is if I can one-shot Omega Weapon at level 100. Casually speaking, get breaks. Okay, come on, Andy. Give me your luck. Come on! If we get this, we can go home. Okay, wrong guy again. And look at that luck. Same guys again, but this time, Andy, it hit this one, too. Isn't that great?
That's great. That's great.
How long has
So,
it been? 10 minutes? I think so.
I think so.
Has it actually been 10 minutes?
Maybe
Jesus.
longer, actually.
Jesus Christ. I was honestly not looking forward to doing this.
I don't blame you.
C-
I
like,
really don't.
I can sum up the next three bosses, Andy. Zell and missiles. Like, Kuss is gonna shoot micro missiles, Zell's gonna duel. If that doesn't kill them, Conker's gonna use his Rikinzen, his limit break, and then that'll kill them. And that's it. And then just running around in like a boxing fight with kicks in the air, in the sky. That's the rest of this two, Andy. After this.